the map more than they play their opponents. When they aren't comfortable on their maps, they have shown to be rather weak. I saw it last week on Train, but when I see them on maps like Inferno, like Dust 2, even Vertigo, actually, they look pretty good. They look pretty strong, and I have no doubt that they will come up pretty big here. Crucial, though, he's trying to win out this 1v2 knife. It would be nice for them to get the CT side to get a little bit of momentum going into the start of this, but SKADE will win that one. So Endpoint, they have to have a better T side than they did on Inferno. We were just talking about it. They looked so flawed, and they were down 11-4 to start. They didn't actually accomplish a single round on that side of the map, but SKADE were doing such an excellent job picking them apart, and that actually doesn't bode well for Endpoint in this game. If players like Dennis Law can have free reign over an entire map with the op, if players like Spellin can also contribute, and when Rainwaker is finding the form that he can, given that he is the star player for this team, then it's a really scary formula which can spell doom for Endpoint.
Oh yeah, and I mean, you know, we have to remind the viewers what happened on Inferno was ridiculous. 11-4 with the pistol round and the 2 rounds after that one. So Endpoint only ever won a single gun round. And there were so many situations where they messed up in a post round. There were so many situations where they overextended. So many situations where it felt like they didn't know what to do. And Overpass can be something similar to that at times. We saw them beat SKADE 16-13. Yes, absolutely. But they didn't look like they were 100% certain of the ins and outs of the map through and through. They didn't look like they would, you know, for example, first pick it the way they do for Dust 2. So definitely something to be a little bit worried about if you're a fan of Endpoint. At the same time, SKADE, we saw them play earlier today. They beat out Smash on Overpass. They looked decent on it, but the firepower they brought against Smash was very different to that against Endpoint.
Yeah, it was kind of a different victory for SKADE earlier today against Smash. We'll see if Endpoint get off to a better start here than they did on the T side of Inferno. I have no doubt that they will. Mighty Max has a smoke and a couple flashbangs. It looks like this will be the standard 1-4 setup from CTs, as the one-player Spellin will actually be peeking up towards Fountain early on, and Endpoint will be holding outside of Monster here. There's no peek coming in from the side of SKADE, so they are actually lacking a lot of information now.
This could be troublesome because they found all the way through Monster. Rainwaker's been tagged. He's down to 11, and he has to fight his way out. Will they realize there's another player, though? Rocking and Rainwaker are out. Dennis Law with 1. Dennis Law with a chance, but that chance has been, well, pretty much failed, unfortunately. Robin and Thomas will come through and spell it alone in a very dark place, wondering why he has to be here.
He'll almost find that kill onto Crucial. It'd be really nice if he's able to keep this utility into the upcoming round and finds a kill on top of that. Yep, that'll be some nice money for him. Even if he finds more, this could actually bode very well for him. It will actually result in a headshot there. He will peek out to try to find Thomas now, and that actually got a little bit hairier for Endpoint than they may have thought. If Thomas were to have fallen right there, there was still a decent amount of time on the clock right there, where if he just ran onto that B site, found the instant headshot on the last player, he could have had time to defuse. It was far-fetched, but it was a possibility. But that is exactly what Endpoint needed after a very poor showing on the T side of Inferno, closing out the last map. They do take up the pistol here, and just Spellin, because of those frags, he was able to afford himself a deagle. And with that, it looks like they will be going for a boost. Oh, no, that's actually not going to be with his deagle. His deagle will be towards long. It will be Rocking who takes advantage of the triple boost here. Thomas and Mighty Max, though, coming out of Monster very quickly here. This is an interesting and fast-paced anti-eco for them as they are taking full control of the map. And actually, Rocking, he'll be peeked from an angle I don't think he expects. I think Mighty Max may have scouted out that position, though. So they should know that the 3-man stack is there. In fact, actually, I don't think he did. I don't know if they actually know just yet. And it looks like Raftu and Rainwaker will just be waiting here. No, Crucial did actually know. Okay, they did know he was there.
Well, unfortunately, SKADE can't get away with some sneaky kills with the USBs on the way out. Otherwise, maybe you say, hey, it's okay, we got some kills, that's fantastic. But SKADE, off to a poor start, but remember, this was the same story as Inferno. Inferno as well. Endpoint came through, got the pistol round win, got a few rounds after that, and then all hell broke loose. Now we can see the gun round coming again. And Dennis Law, fortunately, has got enough money for the AWP. We saw how good he was with it pretty much consistently every single time we've seen them play, except for earlier today on Overpass. So if that is the Dennis Law we see turning up, maybe not quite what I want, but regardless, hopefully they can come through anyway. Or was Dennis Law? No, Rainwaker didn't show up on Overpass. Do you remember, Maui?
Yeah, well, I think he did okay, but it was mostly Dennis Law. No, I think it was Rainwaker and Dennis Law actually were the top fraggers, and kind of everybody else was far behind, if I remember correctly. I think it was like Dennis Law had like 34 or something. If I remember.
38 maybe, actually.
Yeah, it was a really good round, or a really good game for him regardless. But he won't find an early pick this round. It will be Endpoint pushing them back, and you can see the level of comfort already there. They've pushed back these CT players back into the bomb sites. Rocking will try to fight out Divider here with this smoke, and Spellin will be pushed quite forward towards long. But look at this. It keeps the defense so honest at Endpoint. It looks like a very good mid-round call will come out from them as they've pushed these A players into a very aggressive setup, and now Robin will just escape down through connector, and Rainwaker will be the one challenged.
Raftu can change this all, though. Rainwaker not in the best of positions over here to get that kill. Now, he might have seen someone, but he's not expecting the double peek, maybe. Good timing on that smoke. That changes everything. Now they have to run through the smoke if they want to get anything done. And you can hear the players coming in from short. Rainwaker can't find Mighty Max, and that is troublesome. Tragic even. They will have to save, but even that will be denied. Rocking and Dennis Law left alone. If you had 3 guns, you can still buy the next round, but 2 is just not enough. Golden rule of Counter-Strike economics.
So Robin will be hunting these last players. Rocking and Dennis Law are trying to keep these guns into the upcoming round. I don't know if they have a good opportunity to do so or a good chance here. There's one player at map right now, jump spotting. Robin will catch sight of him as he approaches if the jumping player overextends. This is a really nice push from Robin, actually. It should be good for this kill, but Rocking, he's so ready to fight, and he's able to actually retrieve an AK for his troubles. So this may actually be a little bit scary for Endpoint here, given how nice Rocking has looked in the previous map along with Dennis Law.
They do have enough to eke out around here. You know, you can expect some heroics from both of these players, actually. Rocking that 1 4K he had on Inferno really did help them out considerably. Could have been an Endpoint mini comeback if they'd won that round, but at the end of it all, it simply was not meant to be. Good nades onto Rafter will not make it easier, though. Surreal looked like he should have got that kill, but Rocking, like I said, he's had a few moments of magic, and that was one of them. Thomas comes in. He's entered onto the site. He's going to keep on going, but Rocking is back already. He is everywhere, and you can't stop him. Suddenly, this becomes a very difficult round. 4v3, even if Rafter is very low, he has recovered an AK-47 that he can pass over to Spellin if he can get there in time.
Yeah, and now on this defense, it will be Dennis Law challenge. He was a stud all day today. He's going to have to come up with a few more heroics here. There is still a man advantage for SKADE, so maybe the rotation could come in to help him, but it will be up to him now as the nades come out. There's going to be a peek at front bathroom. He'll be able to find that kill rather easily, but the flash comes out a little, maybe a team flash actually. I'm not sure where that came from, but it will regardless result in Dennis Law finding all 3 frags on the defense there. A very good hold from him, and it nets SKADE their first round.
And this is looking like a poor sign for Endpoint. Losing that round was... that was just heartbreaking. I mean, you saw Rocking. He was the player who made that round possible. Dennis Law with a great 3K to end it, don't get me wrong, but Rocking getting aggressive early on and finding that first kill and connector and being able to back off to be short, having the awareness to refrag for his teammate, that changes it all. Dennis Law Flashes go through. He's aggressive again. He's got the confidence in him. And you don't want to fight against him when he's confident. Spellin will be right behind him to provide the backup that is necessary and takes down Robin. Two-man advantage early in. SKADE look like they are very much firing on all cylinders. They've even borrowed some cylinders from Endpoint and are firing on them too.
Aggressive positioning from Spellin here will keep Crucial at bay with that Molotov. And Denislaw, he just had so much success from this position a round ago. Will he find it once again? He already has a kill in the round, perhaps a 4K for him. He's been such a great player for SKADE. He's been actually the backbone of most of their CT rounds, and he will be challenged. It looks like the flash comes out, though, so he has to back up a little bit. Thomas has some great advanced positioning. It's going to be up to him if they can get into this round, but Denislaw just continues to fire down upon the Endpoint players. But Surreal does recover nicely and finds a headshot to take down that Star Opper. He continues on forward, but he's by himself. His teammate is so far behind. Crucial and Surreal, will they find the complexity connection here as they try to make their way onto this A-bomb site? He swings out, but can't find anything. Spellin and Rocking are able to pick off where Denislaw just left off.
Endpoint now with their money gone, Maui. This is looking like a dire start for them. I will not lie. With how aggressive Denislaw is willing to get now, he's 7'2". You can see how effective he's been. The only person so far who hasn't really been chiming in is Rainwake. And knowing him, he will start to come online. He might not be the best player on the server. He might not be your second star, but he will be there as a third player. He will be the one who will always be able to get you 15, maybe 18 kills in a game. And that's very important when everyone else is popping off. If you have that as well, that's just a place where Endpoint then need to completely tactically outmaneuver them.
Yeah, Endpoint have to change the formula up a little bit here, but they will be challenging Denislaw once again. There's a single flash on Mighty Max, and ooh, that nade may do some decent damage. It takes Crucial down to 25, but Crucial only had a Glock, and with Denislaw's op, that might not come into play regardless. We'll see how it ends up. It's a chunky nade. And, oh, actually, some good positioning from Mighty Max here. A smoke at the front of the site, and they still have this flash in play. Mighty Max still is going to be holding it here. And Denislaw just wide swinging out long with pure confidence there, is able to take down Robin. He's looking for Mighty Max. Oh, and he misses a shot. That might actually spell his doom. It does. Surreal is able to capitalize off of it, and actually Crucial gets that headshot of his own. Now Rocking is here. He gets a massive spray down here, finding 3 kills. Surreal in the 1v2 is only able to find the 1 frag onto Rocking in the trade.
Surreal, it looked like he might have been able to find that one, but it wasn't meant to be. Rocking with the beautiful spray down. You hate to see it if you're a fan of Endpoint, but you love to see it if you're a fan of Counter-Strike in general. That is one of the most satisfying shots you can get. And Denislaw, once again, setting up so nicely, finding that kill over towards the long play. And you said it perfectly, I think. It wasn't that he looked confident only. He was so calm. There was no flick there. He takes his mouse over, easy does it. He knows where they're going to be. He knows the exact timings. He knows how Endpoint will behave. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he'd gone back and watched that demo, watched a few more demos of how Endpoint will behave in certain rounds, because it seems like he's got their number.
Yeah, he's looked on point with his peaks and everything. At this point, whether he's watched their demos or not, it's just a spectacle to behold, and everything seems to be working for him in every just capacity. Sometimes he gets taken down, but it's usually after 1, 2 kills, sometimes even 3. And a late boost though towards water will be scouted out by Thomas. That might be the in that Endpoint needed in this game. They get that opening pick. How will they now convert it? SKADE have been doing such a great job in these situations though that it will still be a very difficult round.
Endpoint, they seem to have chosen poorly. They're going towards the B bomb site where there are 3 players. This could be trouble. I say it could be. It's definitely trouble. But Rainwaker, look at his positioning. 30 seconds left on the clock. If they want to come through with an AK on the other side, there's no way you're getting anything here. Rainwaker's ready. That positioning will force them back. Raftu peeks out. He's got one. He wants to keep it going. Spellin turns around. Spellin is still here. Spellin's not alive for long, but he gets it all done. Spellin, actually, no, he's still alive. Never mind. He had 8 HP in the end. Nice. He got dinked, but not killed. Unfortunate. An Endpoint. You could use that one word to summarize pretty much everything that's been transpiring for them in the past 2 maps. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I can't believe they couldn't convert that one at the end of it all. But SKADE, they got to be happy with it. So they'll move on forward. And Endpoint, it seems like even when they got a little bit of a lifeline there, they weren't able to capitalize. A nice nade stack again. Mighty Max has just been eating these nades. Crucial, though, will be the first to fall in this round. Raftu pushing out through the blue door, actually. This is some interesting play from him, and it somehow worked out. SKADE at this point are just finding everything to be working for them. Will this continue for the rest of the game, or will Endpoint have answers? That's really the question now, because at this point, Surreal with just a deagle and some armor, I don't really think he's long for this world. In fact, he will get taken down moments after I say that, and geez, it just feels hopeless for Endpoint. And once again, SKADE, they have built such an economy in this game already. They're on round 9, and they have 3 players above 7K. That just bodes so well for them moving forward for the rest of this half.
Endpoint. A change needs to come through right here now. If you can't start stomping on the CT economy now, you're never going to have a chance. 5-3 might seem like, oh, it's only 2. Oh god, they're not again. Dennis Law, he's just so confident. This is like the old school overpass hoppers. You don't see this very often anymore. You see it when you've got Kenny S on the server, and you got Simple on the server, who just keep getting aggressive and reminding you there was a reason why overpass was the best map for hoppers in the map pool. Not Train, not Dust 2. It was always overpass. Reminds you of those old Device and Fallen battles between Astralis and SK. Those were good days. And Dennis Law, thank you for giving me such a strong throwback. Thomas peeking forward, not quite able to get that shot, but it looked like he had lined it up perfectly. However, SKADE deny perfection time and time again. Dennis Law will embody it, though, as a Molotov comes through. Spellin has got fire on either side. He doesn't quite know where to go. It is a bit of an awkward situation to find yourself in, but he backs up in the end. And Surreal, yet again, cannot find anything. Another Molotov with 40 seconds on the clock. Endpoint are slowing things down too much, and now it's all on Thomas. If he can find this kill, it would be big, but Raftu, he expects everything. And nothing can get by him. Thomas least of all. 5 versus 3. As Surreal and company try to get onto a site which has no one here who wants them there. Oh! Crucial and Surreal finding a few good kills. Rainwaker's still alive and kicking, and he's kicking their skulls in. Crucial, you can do a lot, but you can't do enough. 10 seconds on the clock. Are they going to kill him after time? I'd love to see that, but Crucial will not make it an easy fight. He dies kicking and screaming, but not really giving them round wins.
Nice shot from Crucial there, and I thought that would have been in, especially with the entry on top of that from Surreal, but it's just not enough. Rainwaker, he comes in hot, and it just feels like even if someone else, even if the main front defense falls for SKADE, someone in the back's going to pick it up. It feels like Endpoint, they're just getting the win punched out. I mean, they're losing every battle that they are finding themselves in. It seems like they have found opening picks in rounds. They found late round picks. They've gotten map control quite well. They've actually been playing on a macro level pretty decently. They've gotten on the bomb side with a good amount of utility in a lot of these circumstances. But no matter what, it just seems SKADE are tearing them apart. Dennis Law even peeking over his own smoke right there. They're using every single trick in the book, and it is working so well for them. Look at this. Dennis Law now peeking behind his Molotov. This man has so much confidence. Usually in these kind of situations, you would think that a few of these pistols would have grouped up towards the bathroom, and he may get overwhelmed, but it's just not the case. I mean, he's doing everything right. He's taking every correct fight. It seems to, in a sense, a little bit lucky, but I have to congratulate SKADE for what they've done so far. And Endpoint, they need to find some answers quickly because they had a hot start in this game too. But where is the rest of it? That might be something as Crucial finds one, but a quick trade from Spellin comes out, and he continues on forward to look for more. He will continue to duel these players, but decides to holster the USP, but Mighty Max, he gets one in return, but only one, and SKADE continue on.
Listen, Maui, even if Dennis Law might be getting lucky, you don't find 4-leaf clovers if you don't go hunting. And it seems like he's very, very well versed on Endpoint. If someone tells me he hasn't seen their demos, I would call them a flat-out liar. Honestly. Either him or Spellin has seen them and guided him through it all. One or the other. Now, Spellin, this time he's gotten aggressive. He did have the spawn, and he is waiting, but he missed the shot. And we should hopefully see the op passed back over to Dennis Law. He's kept the M4 for now, but you can see he really wants it back. He's been having a standout performance with it. They even drop it to each other in the safety of their own spawn while they're retreating back in. And look at how SKADE is positioned on the B bomb site. Monster is off limits. Short has got information. Rocking will be able to find out if anyone's coming short. Spell in the meanwhile, though, is careful for Flash, and Dennis Law, while he's getting aggressive ahead of the smoke, could be a difficult kill for him. Molotov goes out, won't be doing much. Robin is fully flashing up Spellin, who should have probably stuck to that anti-flash position, but Robin, he's happy with that outcome. 50 seconds on the clock. Dennis Law boosted up, but they failed the boost. Seems like they've decided against it, Maui.
Dennis Law, this might be him biting off a little bit more than he can chew. He decided to aggress here. He's been doing so well around default, but now he wants to find an opening pick at this point. I think that might have spelled his doom. It does, in fact, as he does back off on that angle just a little bit too late. It leaves Rocking in a tough situation. He's been a stud so far, but it's not enough. Finally, Endpoint get around here. It looks like, but wait a second, Rainwaker is on the flank. He finds one, but now that they know his position, they can solidify this defense. But I mean, Endpoint, some of their post-plant defenses have been a little bit shaky, so we'll see if he's able to accomplish anything here. He doesn't want to press on forward to get that op, and as a matter of fact, he's just going to save the AK. And that was finally SKADE making a couple of mistakes. I actually would, despite how well Dennis Law has been playing, that actually all comes down to him. One, he team flashed Spellin. Dennis Law, I mean, it seemed like Spellin should have probably just played anti-flash there, but you don't expect your teammate to be the one that flashes you, and that's actually what came out there. It wasn't even an opponent's flash. He was like, okay, flash for me, and he's fully white, just gets swung on, dies, and his opponents weren't even blind. And then Dennis Law wants an opening pick. He doesn't just play his safe angles, and he can't find the multi-frag that he's found time and time again. And Endpoint, I mean, they have to be feeling pretty good about that one, because it looked like a cleaner victory than it probably actually was. It looked like they're going to have some confidence. Oh, we maybe found a timing. Oh, we got an opening pick. We did some good things. But if they actually watch this demo back, they'll realize that it wasn't actually them doing things right. It was a lot of SKADE making mistakes, but they're still going to be happy about it regardless. So a timeout comes out from SKADE. I think they just have to calm down Dennis Law just a little bit here. This might be Spellin kind of yelling at him a little like, come on, dude, you team flash me, and then you give up your life for free. Let's just play a good game. Let's close it out at 11-4. That's the pep talk I would give. And hopefully, for SKADE's sake, that's what Spellin's telling the team.
Spellin, is he going for the double up? No, he's not. Okay, okay, Spellin, very conservative buy. Interesting. He doesn't want to go balling out of control. That's probably the wise decision, given how low Rocking's money is, but you don't see that very often. Good to see it coming through here. Thomas, nicely naded down. That is going to be the door popping apart as well, giving Dennis Law a bit more to worry about than perhaps he would like. This is the first time we've seen him playing that aggressive connector position. He's got two players on A long to back him up for it. Smash actually... Wait, was Canny on Sinners or Smash? Canny was on Sinners. Canny was playing this yesterday quite a bit, but he didn't have the two players on A long, which can be the difference maker. Now, Endpoint, they're ready, they're prepared, they're checking this angle. Rocking, though, has Spellin move out. Spellin even jumps across, and in doing so, dodges the op shot. Crucial knows there are players behind him, and the pressure is on. Where is Dennis Law? Dennis Law is playing from the entrance of the B bathrooms.
At the same time, you've got this full triangle going on. Spellen peeking out again. He's keeping the pressure going in. And a nade as well to follow through. The grenade will allow him to get 2 kills. And rocking from inside the bathroom, Spellen just showed us a masterclass on how to push long and take control.
Yes, he did. That nade landed on that, actually. That was so nice from him. Now just Thomas remains, and at this point, he's just thinking about how is this game going to affect his rating, because he's just waiting it out. He's not worrying about where the bomb even is. He just wants to find a frag here, some semblance of a victory, some consolation prize for this round, because he's going to be saving the gun here. And his team will be able to afford some kind of buy into the upcoming round. Thomas could actually drop a Galil to Robin, and Robin could go for full utility. I would love to see Endpoint calling for a tactical timeout here, as they have to sort out their economy a little bit. But look at this nade from Spellen. Dunked on them. And you could see Robin and Surreal, they actually came together there, as one of them wanted to dodge the nade, the other didn't know that it was coming, and then they just bumped into each other. They lined up. It was perfect for Spellen. Huge play from him, and that was really impressive stuff. And when your IGL is doing stuff like that, that will just inspire confidence across the board. Too bad no one on his team could see it.
Listen, his team saw the kill feed, and now they're looking at Dennis Law lighting the same kill feed up. And honestly, the most satisfying part of that nade was how he stepped back knowing the arc. And I love seeing those little things that players do with movement. They impress me so much. I don't know if you remember this actually, but right a year and a half ago, you showed me a flashbang on overpass that you didn't know how to throw, but you figured it out in a second because it popped right outside the bathroom's window. And you did it with this weird, like, S and A combination of keys, and you did it in a second. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. How did you do that? But yeah, you love to see those little tidbits. This shows you true dominance over mechanics of the game. You know, grenade mechanics are sometimes a slightly overlooked part because people are like, oh, the pros just know all the lineups. No, the pros do a lot more than just that.
Oh yeah, a lot of it's on the fly.
Yeah.
We'll see
5v4.
Yeah, we'll see what Endpoint is able to accomplish on the fly here. Oh, Robin just spamming through the smoke there, finds Spellen, who had an incredible performance in the previous round, but this will actually just alert SKADE to the likelihood of an A attack here, as there isn't really much time left. Dennis Law has full control over short right now, and Rain, Waker, Raf2, and Rocking, they all lie in wait at this point. A good Molotov to push out forward Rocking, but even with the aggressive positioning, he's able to find a single frag there. Rain Waker, still behind default, is able to find one of his own. He's staying alive for so long, there's no time at this point, and Crucial, he has to find these kills immediately, but I don't think he's going to be offered that opportunity.
Oh.
Dennis Law peeking right after, and look at Crucial's money now.
Yeah.
Perfect play from him.
That's worth having all of your teammates die, honestly. You're 9-4 up and Crucial doesn't have money over here. Yeah, your teammates are happy with that.
It hurts so badly if you're Crucial to have a P250 and 2 flashbangs and you're down 9-4. You want to get back in this game so desperately, but you don't even have armor at this point. So even if you pick up a gun, it's still going to feel pretty bad. But we'll see how this water control goes. Rainwaker, though, finds an opening kill. Ooh, he's getting pushed by Robin. And this is a crazy individual play, I have to say. But it might actually work out for Endpoint here.
Oh no, Thomas finds 2. That is going to be crucial as well. Getting a gun, but no Kevlar. Remember, the poor guy didn't have $650. Dennis Law coming in from the side. He's been good at defending A, but can he aggress on to B is the question. Dennis Law knows there's a player coming in from behind. Thomas will be able to get him as well. Dennis Law has found himself nestled away in a position where he has to pull up this 1v3. His teammates have a faltering economy. They sacrifice a lot of it to get Crucial's kill after the time, and now they will have it come back to nibble on their toes and remind them that I could eat you whole because the mistake you just made.
Maybe Endpoint were barking up the wrong tree this whole time. Haven't actually seen them try to go towards this B bomb site too many times. It seems like they've been really running their head against the wall at A, and finally they do just exec onto the site, and it was a little bit scrappy. Thomas did have to run through a Molotov during that whole breakdown, but it works out for them. They accomplish a 5th round, and if they get a 6th, this felt like a dominant performance for SKADE across the board. But I mean, 2 rounds in a row to close things out, that's pretty good for Endpoint side. And if they win the pistol on top of that, anti-eco, it's anyone's game at that point. In fact, they might be favored, actually.
Well, I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is still the game where there is another round for them to get. 10-5 is entirely possible for SKADE, and they're not fighting not to lose. They're fighting to destroy, crush, and pretty much every other word in the thesaurus for it. Spellin, meanwhile, has allowed Denislaw to get aggressive and maybe even go for the flank, but in they go. That nade is late, but Raftu's bullets cannot be stopped by anything but the corpses of a terrorist side. Rainwaker not finding the kill he was looking for, and the Molotov coming his way will not be what brings him down. Instead, it's Crucial's headshots. Now look at this. Denislaw coming in from behind. Rocking, trying to buy time. Rocking, trying to buy anything that he can. It's all up to the 2 players of the ace side. Crucial and company have to stop this from happening, but Denislaw's found the first Spellin looking to drop down. Denislaw, if he can take the player out from short, then Robin becomes a liability that they could end up taking away. Great flash from Denislaw and a nade to follow through as well. He's found the kill. He's done it all. He's got them this far, and he'll be damned if they don't get their double-digit half.
I like how Denislaw gets the kill, and he still throws the Molotov at short, throws the smoke on the bomb, because he knows exactly what he would have done if he had actually missed that shot. It shows just how well trained, how versed he is in that situation, and it's an awkward situation, I have to say. The monster flanking with an op, it's not something you see every day. I am really surprised it worked, but that was just great utility from Denislaw.
Yeah.
Setting up Spellin as well to find that kill at Heaven. That flashbang in was able to set Spellin up, and it's going to net them their 10th round.
Yeah, and Denislaw 17 kills and 7 deaths with the AWP. That is fantastic. That is... Maui, I can't stress this enough, but for some reason, ops don't dominate overpass like they used to. So when I see this, it's the ultimate throwback for me. I get so happy watching this, because I remember G2, when they had Shocks and Kenny S, they would literally win like 13 rounds on T side of overpass and then have a terrible CT side because Kenny S's op on T side was just insane.
I think teams have just gotten a lot better at playing around the utility. I mean, there is a set of protocols for nade control on the map. Usually you smoke front bathroom, molly divider, flash off divider so you can scale up there, even flash into the bathroom so you can get that position, flash long A to push the opera off that. There's a lot of ways to just push the operas all the way back, but Endpoint wasn't doing a perfect job, and it really actually does need to be a perfect job, which many of the top 15 teams do. They usually actually have the perfect utility sets in order to play this map, and it's kind of a reason that a lot of teams have moved away from this, because their operas have been neutralized so hard by good utility. But at the lower levels, I'm not saying Endpoint's bad or anything like that, but they clearly don't have as many perfect protocols and utility sets to push players back like they could have with Denislaw if they did.
Crucial. Hairline angles, but that hairline is receding as he walks away and will have a haircut given to himself. Rocking, more than happy to get that dink in to start things and finish off. Robin coming in for the flank. He's been spotted. They've got Raftu on the other side with the USB stolen away. Thomas is stealing Denislaw's life, though. But the bomb will be planted. 4v3. Mighty Max has a kit and a flashbang. The flashbang comes in. He dodges it. Thomas is trying to get something, but he can't make it happen. Rainwaker and Rocking. Both. You know what? Rainwaker's name is really confusing because I keep thinking it's either Rainwater or Rainmaker. Both of which would be really cool names.
Rainwalker would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rainwaker is kind of, he wakes the rain. I don't know. Regardless, good job from SKADE in that round, and it's going to make things very uncomfortable for Endpoint here. They had to win that pistol round to just get a little breath of fresh air, or just give themselves some breathing room. Now, Crucial will try to challenge this angle with a scout. He doesn't want to get hunted down. He doesn't want to lose his life too quickly. What a wide swing from Spellin. That looks so fast for some reason. And the double nade towards Surreal is going to take him down to 55 HP, but a great counter smoke, actually. And Spellin, he knows how to play right around that. He is so well versed in that. He knows the counter to the counter, but Thomas doesn't care if you know a counter, as he finds 3 kills already. It's going to set up his team so nicely. Just Rainwaker remains at this point, and he takes down Robin. This is actually doable now for him, as it's a 1v1 situation. A minute and 10 left on the clock, but the bomb is actually in the pit beneath Crucial right now. I don't know if Crucial knows this information, though, and Rainwaker, doesn't matter. Instant headshot right there, takes Crucial out, winning the 1v2 off of a heroic round from Thomas. Endpoint, you thought right then, right there, that's our chance. We can get back in this game, but they didn't even close that round out.
So Rainwaker had the counter to the counter to the counter to the counter, is what you're saying.
Yes. It's layers on layers. It's like Inception, yeah.
It's like Shrek. All about the layers. Surreal is feeling layers of his body peel away, as he has been chock full of shrapnel. Not a pleasant situation, but he will fight through the pain and fight through Rocking's body as well. Rainwaker, however, will be introduced to Robin's bullets, and will very soon find out that that is not an introduction he's happy with, and he dies instead, because some people are just not worth being friends with, and Robin's bullets are included. Okay, Spellin, all right. Putting yourself at risk over there. And they're also at risk of being upset, but Raftu, you know what? That Molotov, I think that solved their problems. I think that makes it so that Raftu can now funnel them over towards Monster, but he is outplaying them with a flashbang coming in. Great timing, great spray, but not a great transfer. Spellin left alone. He's got a world to work against, and Spellin will find the first... Oh dear, never mind. Never mind. I was about to transition into a great analogy of how he will be global warming and he will destroy the world he has to work against, but Robin just kills him. That shows us humanity will triumph after everything.
Yeah, after all of that, though, Endpoint, they will have a lot of money in this one. Great round from Robin here, but a little bit to worry about if you're SKADE, because that's a round that is not only going to hurt your economy, but will help Endpoints out as well. They will be able to get full utility on their players. They will have an op in play. Crucial will now have money for another op in the future on another gun round, and this is just becoming a little bit scary. SKADE, they still have a lot of rounds to work with, but now it's going to give Endpoint a little bit of life, and that's not something you want to do against them. When they hit their peak, they can be a frightening team.
Ooh, Thomas almost had a chance to keep that spray going. Rainwaker will take him down, though. Sorrel from the side comes in to play, and he will be denied this day as he can't save it. Denislov continues forward. Mighty Max has been put down forcefully. It's all up to Crucial and that nade. Will it do any damage? No, it can't. And with the smoke coming through, Robin has suddenly found a huge load put onto his shoulders to stop this bomb plant, to stop this round from slipping through their fingers. He's landing shots, but he doesn't realize it, so Raftu will not be aggressed upon blindly, knowing how low he is. Raftu, though, will be flicked on. Rainwaker finds one. Crucial is in an impossible situation. Denislav below, Rainwaker above. The dynamic duo will end Endpoint.
Looked like a good attempt for Endpoint there. Thomas found that opening kill, but he was quickly traded out. And SKADE, man, when they're confident, they're a fun to watch team. The way that last player was in pit, usually he can stay alive for a while and he just has to worry about one angle, but Raftu just came flying in behind him, and I love to see that when an entry fragger just knows what his role is in a strategy and how he needs to just get that player unseated at pit. It's so beautiful, and you could see the confidence in this team right now. They were smoked off right there, and they just flashed over, took down Crucial. They have no fear anymore. And SKADE, I was talking about what it's like when Endpoint begins to play with a little bit of confidence, but it just seems like SKADE, it's not running out here. They are continuing their momentum from Inferno into Overpass, and this game, sometimes it can be about momentum. It doesn't necessarily strike me like SKADE or Endpoint are, you know, out preparing each other, or tactically speaking. It's just when the gun duels go down, when the trades come out, it just seems like SKADE can do no wrong.
Drill. Oh dear. Raftu is able to take Thomas down. Can he get another one through the smoke? Seems like Rocking will be the one to finish. Mighty Max next to fall. Maui, I think this might be the game. This might be the game. Endpoint have not looked like they have any business being in this map or the previous one. SKADE have got their number through and through. It doesn't look like Endpoint has beaten them multiple times over in the past few weeks. This just looks like Endpoint has been playing Little Leagues and SKADE has been playing MLB all the time.
Yeah, Endpoint got the better of SKADE the last time they played in a BO3, but this time it looks like SKADE will get the upper hand, and Endpoint have to go back to the drawing board there. It's pretty fun to see how these European teams just continue to test each other and continue to improve week in, week out. I wouldn't say it was a convincing victory for Endpoint when we casted them last over SKADE, but it convinced me enough that I definitely had them as the favorites going into the series. And after Dust 2, I thought surely they would be able to close this one out. But you know what, SKADE, they showed a lot of resilience here, and I have to give them a lot of props for it. But the game isn't over just yet. They still have 2 rounds to get, and you know, maybe there is a chance. Maybe there's something that Endpoint can dig deep and find. We'll see if that comes out now.
I mean, there were a few interesting rounds where we saw Endpoint coming in with a P250 or so. Robin's push with the P250 comes back to mind. So maybe, and Cyril getting a kill on the Spelling is a very good start for those kinds of things to happen. Crucial though, USP is a bit harder to get kills with, as he will be crouched down, peeks out, but not as really any damage inflicted. Rocking is very comfortable in where he is. Raftu as well. Dust gets information. There's no one on B short, but does he realize there was someone playing close? And that someone was Mighty Max. So Real, where are you playing from, my friend? You're playing from the back of garbage. He doesn't have armor, which is that he could give the gun to Robin, but Robin is now dead. Surreal will find one. Thomas is gone. Surreal's position is known. He's playing from Optimus. They'll be able to take him down. No worries whatsoever. Rainwaker to do the honors. 3v1. Mighty Max has a USB and a Nightmare.
Good stuff from SKADE, keeping 3 players alive, it looks like. Maybe Mighty Max can find something, but man, Max has had a poor game thus far. I saw him at ramp the other round, and he just whiffed every deagle shot on the players coming in. It really feels like the momentum has just been totally taken away. Oh, what is this? He's going to go for the defuse. He will be taken down, though, but this is a mighty attempt for Max. And he might... No, he'll get away. He'll get away. He's going to jump out of heaven, surely. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Oh, no. He did not actually get out of heaven. He tried going to the back corner, and that spells his doom. Actually, I don't think he had time to jump out of heaven regardless, but without armor there, it's surprising how easy that a bomb site will kill you. Like, you need to get very far away from it. B as well.
Yeah.
With no armor, it's really crazy on overpass, actually.
Crucial missed shot over there, but he'll be given a few more chances potentially. He has gotten away the safety. Rainwaker. Rocking as well. They haven't really got that much map control, and Crucial is at an incredibly important position. And Robin takes a man down, Spellin to trade away. He's still keeping things interesting, but Crucial alive with the AWP will be interested in Raftu's life. However, a very awkward leg shot comes in, and with it, Raftu stays alive. And this becomes a little bit more difficult. That nade, though, is beautiful. Thomas and Mighty Max will finish things off. And there you have it.
Still 8 more attempts here at match point. A timeout from SKADE, and I like this. They aren't going to let the game get too out of hand just yet. They will, in fact, take their time with it. They'll think about it. And Rocking is going to buy Smoke and a Flash here. It was a weird economic decision for SKADE, and in doing this, they will make sure that they spend their money the most efficiently that they can. This is a great nade for Mighty Max right here. You're going to see this on the replay. A nice shot from him as well on a Rocking. I don't know how... I guess he walled him through probably the corner of that. I was going to say, I don't know how he doesn't headshot him there when all he sees is the player's head, but he actually did get a wall bang, so it probably hit just the tippy top of his chest through the corner of that.
The tippy toppy toppos.
I'm gonna guess the call right here. This is a little, I don't do this very often, but I think this is probably just going to be, oh well, it's too late. It's kind of becoming a bit obvious. I could, if 5 seconds earlier I could have called something, but
What were you gonna call?
exactly what we see. 2 connector or 1 water, 2 outside monster. Yeah, this is exactly what I was gonna say.
Thomas, great few frags coming in. Can he keep the defense going on B side? It was a weaker buy from SKADE, and it is being punished. Crucial, showing them signs of life, and with Thomas and Crucial coming alive, maybe, just maybe, they have something still in them. Maybe the Endpoint can say, you know what, we're starting to get it together. We've done this before. We've gotten comebacks like this. Why not?
Yeah, it would be a fantastic comeback here. SKADE, they still have a lot of rounds to play with, though. Notice the discipline in their players, believing in the system that Spellin has put before them, and that they are all a part of here. All of these Glocks will try to find something. Spellin actually just dying in the Molotov. I don't know if he did that on purpose or what, or maybe it was a double Molotov that actually took his life, but... While we're here, what is your theory on giving up lives by just, you know, you see a Molotov, you're on a full eco like this, and you just run into it and all die? Teams were doing that for a little while, and they were just giving up all their lives in that circumstance. What's your opinion on it?
I really dislike it unless you know the other side is just full SMGs. In which case, okay, cool. But if you compare how much money you can actually have wasted just by teams throwing utility compared to how much money they're going to be getting when they're killing you with a rifle, it's just completely different.
Yeah, exactly. It's usually a pointless play. Robin, though, not going to be making a pointless play towards Fountain there. And, oh, he has some great positioning now. Crucial's trying to supplement it with his own, but he needed to probably leave Robin on an island there because at this point, SKADE don't seem to know for sure if he is there or not, but there's a double peek from Monster with Surreal and Thomas. They will take out Spellin and Rainwaker. Now Endpoint, they're showing their chops in this game. Rocking has gotten so close. Mighty Max spots him out. Mighty Max, he hasn't had the best game so far, but he has to at least stay alive in this situation, and he will do just that. Playing it safe, playing it steady. That is what you want to see from the IGL of this team. Oh, wait, is this... Oh, is Denislaw going to find something out of this round? There's no way. There's no way that he actually gets something out of this because of this position.
Come on.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Oh, no. Oh,
Stop
no.
teasing us. Knife him. Knife him.
Get the knife. Come on.
Knife him. He's going to come into his arms.
All right.
Oh!
Get some money. There we go. There we go. So a little bit of a prize for Denislaw being taken there. And if he's able to inflict some damage, that is just a lot of pressure on Endpoint that can continue. Denislaw, he realizes he probably doesn't have time for a full-on A rotation, so he will likely just continue with this. He at least got the money from the knife, so don't really need to throw off your team's money by just trying to stay alive and, you know, keep that AK into the next round. Just die. It's okay. You know, I see that too often where you have a lot of rounds to play with and you want to just keep this hero AK. Just, you know, just why would you do that? So Denislaw making the appropriate play.
That replay makes it look a lot more smooth than it was. There were at least 7 times, where I thought, Robin's just gonna get away. 15 to 10 pause comes in. Wonder what's going wrong. I will check, actually. It is a technical timeout from Endpoint. Seems like there is a TeamSpeak issue. Someone timed out on their TeamSpeak, which is good old TeamSpeak. You can always rely on it to not be relied upon. I really wonder why they never updated the interface. Like, Discord would never have gotten any ground if they had.
I think people are always going to prefer clients that are more minimal, less resource intensive. Discord, there's always, it seems like every time some of my friends from TeamSpeak or Mumble go to Discord, there's always one guy that's like, oh man, I'm kind of lagging, or the sounds are not good or something. I actually have noticed that Discord compresses sound way more than TeamSpeak and Mumble do, and the audio quality is actually significantly lower. I don't know if people really think about that, but it is noticeable when someone's using a good mic on TeamSpeak or Mumble. I'm like, oh wow, dude, you got a nice mic. But on Discord, everything sounds the same.
Well, I mean, one would say that they're bringing things onto a level playing field. You know, you don't want it to be like Valorant, where if you played Counter-Strike, you have an advantage.
Oh no.
Oh no, I brought it up. I had to at some point. It had to happen. For context, yeah. Why did you get some context to the viewers very quickly while we're waiting for the setup?
There was a Reddit thread that got 5K upvotes, and some guy was talking about how basically skill and practice shouldn't be rewarded in Valorant. This could be a meta-defining game, and everything can change and flip on its head. I read this, and I thought this was definitely vote brigaded, for sure. I thought, you know, I'm not going to say who, but someone probably just sent a lot of bots to upvote that, and it looked it was very suspicious, I would say that. And that's pretty much the gist of it, though, as we get back into this game.
We do have to get back into this game because Endpoint are starting to get back in this game. They've spotted out quite a few with that one little jump from Mighty Max. Small jump from such a mighty person, but can they get more? Good timing on the Molotov. Forces someone to jump right through it, but Thomas misses all those shots, and instead it's Surreal and Mighty Max to be stepping up and stepping in to the playing field. 2 versus 5, no damage done. Endpoint, I mean, they'll have to buy pretty much for all eternity onwards in this game, but you know, if you can take some weapons away, put their spirit slow, that is quite nice. However, Surreal will have his spirit soar, as will his kills. 3 kills for him, he's already up to 15, but Thomas is the man on 24. Dennis Law has been slightly quieter.
Yeah, he hasn't found the same success that he had on CT side for sure. It's usually harder for an opper to get involved in these kinds of rounds, but thankfully, due to his knife, he will be able to bust out that op once again, and Crucial wants to take a fight towards Monster early on. Look at this. I love that Endpoint are still playing to win in the way that they are, and it actually catches Dennis Law off guard, but Rainwaker, he's able to capitalize and find a single trade, but just one. Still a 4v3 advantage for SKADE, or for Endpoint here. They are making their way up A rather quickly, and this should be heard from many of the players in this game right now. Rocking, he's just trying to run onto the site. Oh man, it seems like Thomas might get caught off guard right here. The fight comes out, and Rocking just barely loses it. It looks like his crosshair was right on him, but he only found a single bullet, and now Robin's finally able to come in and say, hey, what's up, Thomas? What, you having troubles over here? Let's shut this down. Spellin remains in a 1v3.
I'm just imagining like good old Swedish Robin strolling by. I'm not sure what a good Swedish car would be, but he's in a Swedish car, and he's just like, hey, yo, what's up? Are you having trouble with this bad B? Let's go. Spellin looks sad, and he probably is with the situation. He doesn't like being in 1v3s. He likes tanking. He likes killing 3 people with good nades. You know? Spellin, though, no chance to nade, no chance to tank when Robin swings out, and he is ready to take control and take over. 15-12, Endpoint. You know what? They're now suddenly in that territory where SKADE is scratching their heads and wondering, are we really losing this?
Is this really going to overtime? That's the question that you have to ask yourself if you're SKADE. I think as soon as Endpoint hit double digits, that's probably what they were wondering, actually. Crucial, though, he wants to get an aggressive play towards Fountain there, is not going to be caught off guard. But look at this fast play from Connector. I love this from SKADE. They want to change up the pace here. Some of these rounds have been just a little, maybe too slow as Endpoint has picked them apart, or maybe even in some respects too fast. But last round, almost like they went too slow and Endpoint took the fight to them. They need to dictate the pace a little bit more in this game, and that's what's going to be happening. The flashes come out, nades as well. This will be a full exec onto the A bomb site. Crucial has a lot of work to accomplish. He will find a nice shot onto Raptor, but look at this player already through truck. He will get shut down as we try to even see a glimpse of him, and Endpoint find their 13th round. SKADE, they had so many opportunities to close this game out. This will be their last gun round unless they find a bomb plant. Then they will be afforded another after this, but it has to be a tactical timeout. That's 7 rounds in a row for Endpoint.
No bomb plants. No bomb plants from SKADE in 7 rounds.
And 3 alive every time for Endpoint.
Yeah.
They weren't even close.
That is ridiculous. Endpoint, where were you before? But now they have arrived, and that is what matters, Maui, because Mighty Max, who had about 2 kills and a half, is now on 10 kills. And that is a nice little improvement of 400%. Belen, what are you thinking? You've got 1 more timeout left. This one had better yield some results. Otherwise, SKADE is probably saying goodbye to this game. Robin with a deep Molotov that doesn't land. Is that going to be a problem? It looks like it shouldn't be, but Robin has a nice nade to follow up. Rocking brought down to 61 HP as a result of that. Lanislaw as well has been tagged up a little bit, but not substantially. Still not in the 1 ding territory for an M4A4. Did they buy 2 ops on Endpoint?
I think they had the money
Mighty-
that they could trade it out. Yeah, I think they did.
Wow.
I think he wanted that early pick on with it. That is really cool, actually, that they had this much
Yeah.
money that they can do this. They'll have money into the next round regardless. And SKADE, they slow the pace down now. They go for a front bathroom smoke with a minute left in the round. This is very late for SKADE at this point. Even to find this control at this point, it just doesn't offer you too many opportunities. It will keep Crucial a little bit honest, but look at how confident he's become now as this half has progressed. He will be pushing on forward. That's a great smoke timing from Endpoint. They knew that this game has slowed down, and with it, they still have 2 smoke grenades. This is crazy, actually. Robin here with his smoke grenade knows that there's a player. Denislaw's making a lot of noise. I think Denislaw just messed up the jump twice now, and so Real will be posted up on the railing. He only finds 1. That might not be good enough. Mighty Max with 1 of his own. Thomas has a lot of work to do, and he has to do it quickly. He finds a single kill onto Rainwaker. There is still Raftu here. Denislaw is on the other side of the map, so this has to all be Raftu all right now. He gets spammed down to 12 HP, and he just can't do it. He can't commit to it anymore. This flank comes in from Denislaw, but they knew that was coming. It will try to go for the plant, and they want to deny this so badly. They don't want to allow SKADE a bomb plant and a buy into the upcoming round, and look at what they're working with now. There's 4K on 2 of these players, but everyone else is beneath that.
Listen, SKADE, I know you guys look really good on the CT side, but what's going on here? Come on, what's going on here? A minute in and you have got no control over the map whatsoever. At the end of it all, they decide to go in towards B when there's 30 seconds left. SKADE, just play contact. Try anything. You know, your default obviously isn't working. Try something. Endpoint is just playing defensively. They're just waiting for you to walk into them. How about you get some good flashes in, try and get an early pick or something on those lines? But no. SKADE have played themselves. Rainwaker has been spotted. And now, it's all about Thomas. They're going for the contact play. Thomas has found 1. They're not turning around to take him down. This is a mistake if I've ever seen one. They had a chance to pincer him, but in the end, Thomas is even given a chance to pull out the P250 1v4. Spellen cannot do this. Overtime is looming. He feels a threat. He feels the pressure, but you know what he doesn't feel, Maui? The bomb on his back, because it has been abandoned inside the site. He can do nothing to try and ease the burden that has been set on his shoulders.
I can't believe this has happened. Spellen, though, will find 1, but there's still 3 more players to go. And with 2 HP, you know this is all but over. Crucial finds the wall bang there. Endpoint finding, I think that was 8 rounds in a row.
9.
Actually, 9 rounds in a row. 9 match points for SKADE, and they could not convert 1 of them. That is unbelievable. Endpoint have to be feeling so good about themselves. Thomas has finally come alive in this game. He was a pillar on this B site. He was challenged time and time again, and he has
No, he
stepped up.
wasn't. They ignored him. Did you see that in the last round? They literally completely ignored Thomas. A great
true.
job from Thomas. But
That's true.
Two players come in from short. They go left. They go left.
He was
and Thomas's
challenged,
position
but
is
not.
known.
He was challenged, but you know, like SKADE, they just kind of were like, you know, Thomas is here, but let's just focus on getting the other kills. They're probably easier. Thomas is kind of good, so you know, let's just let him do his thing. We'll just kill, you know, Robin and Crucial or whoever it was on that bomb. Mighty Max, actually, yeah, Mighty Max was the picking. They were just picking him apart, actually. So, I mean,
dude, that round
was...
should have actually been theirs. That's the crazy thing.
I can't believe Thomas found 3 kills there. I can't believe it.
He even at the end his bullets ran out. He could pull out his P250. The last player couldn't even kill him then.
Yeah.
SKADE has dropped the ball so far down that it's now devolved into the core of the earth and become a part of that.
It's a molten ball. It's just, it's gone. It's gone.
They have to pull things together on their overtime, and if they win around now. Maui, they went around now. In this very round, that's going to be very tragic. Robin, though, and Nade going through very deep. Rainwaker and Dennis Law have been tagged down. Raftu has a flashbang ready to go. Spellin has a shot fired into his skull.
Ooh, good flash, actually. Puts Crucial back, and Robin's position, though, is still so valuable. It does not look like SKADE are actually too interested in clearing him right now. They are just kind of standing on top of him, just hoping for something. Crucial, though, is going to keep on pushing forward. That's a very timely whiff. If you are SKADE here, you are really happy about that one. Now, Mighty Max, he whiffs his smoke, actually. Okay, the nerves have gotten to Mighty Max at this point. Even though his team has stepped up, I haven't really seen the same from him. But maybe actually the big brain play is out. He is neck and neck with Rocking in this smoke. I think Mighty Max will find him. Actually, Thomas has got to be wondering how is that even possible. But still, it's a 3v3 situation. Robin's on the bomb side somehow defending things. And Mighty Max, he's holding his ground so well here. Dennis Law, he was a stud and he is taken down. Robin, I guess, went through connector all the way back through B, up back to A. That is a crazy rotation for him. Pause comes out. Endpoint with a technical pause once again. And they are looking like they're going to close this out in style. I can't believe that round was, even with Crucial whiffing in the sense that he did, they still recovered with 2 alive. And that is very impressive stuff from Endpoint's individuals.
I do want to give Mighty Max a little bit of credit. Which is to say that I know you mentioned that he's not had the best game. That's true. I'm not disagreeing with you. But he did recover quite a bit in the second half. He had 3 kills at the end of the first half, if I remember correctly, or maybe it was 4. And since then, he is now up to 15. So not quite a stellar performance, but even to be able to recover that way, that shows a particular degree of not relying on your aim and relying on your positioning is what I believe. So good to see that from him. And you saw in that round as well, bringing up 3 kills, doing everything he could. He's still not exactly the most contributing member of his team. I would not go as far as saying that. But he's definitely starting to, you know, he's a late bloomer this game.
Yeah. He's come alive at the perfect time. I think he found, was it 2 or 3 kills? I think it was 2 kills in that round, but they were very important frags at that. Really solidified that A defense, and in doing so, found Endpoint their first round of the CT side in overtime. And this game, it's been a thriller. I can't believe we are here where we are right now. It felt like SKADE were just going to continue with the momentum from Inferno, but they just could not.
They did. I mean, they tripped over themselves and fell down and broke their noses.
That's a good way to put it. Endpoint, though, saw them on the ground and just kept punching them while they were there because they kept them down.
Endpoint is not sportsmanlike. Thomas doesn't care if you're not looking at him. He'll kill you anyway.
Yeah, he's a bully to these SKADE players. And it's been pretty tough if you're on the SKADE side to find any glimmer of hope. You've been stuck now. This is now 10 rounds in a row that you've lost. Despite the money you're going to have, I don't really see if they can bring the confidence here. This technical pause on top of it, it just feels like insult to injury. And Spellin, Raftu, and Rocking, they will have a good buy here. They're going to have full utility, but they need to have a gimmick at some point. They needed to have some kind of just weird set play that just nets you around and just breaks a default. And it's so surprising to me that no individual was able to step up like they were over and over again on CT side. T side, there's actually so many opportunities on this map, whether you run up long A or you find a crazy kill in connector or maybe get a kill from water. I didn't really see any boosts come out of water that may have worked for them, or just a nade stack towards a jump up position. It feels like you just need some kind of pocket strat, even the 4-man boosted spawn with an op, just something like that, some kind of gimmick that could have given you something here. It felt like they just almost played a little bit too standard in a lot of the rounds, and if you just keep playing standard and standard and standard, Endpoint, they've shown that they can just tear that apart.
Single op from Endpoint, not the double. Okay. I'm sorry, SKADE, but your mentality will not be given any easy bumps on the way. If you need anything, you have to get it yourself. You're not getting anything for free whatsoever. Good nades, good sprays, Endpoint with about as much invisible damage as they could possibly get. Surreal has got an aggressive too. He's going to go for the flank. You know it. You know he's going to. They're not going to check this. He's got the shots and a smoke from his teammate to allow him to back off. Man, oh man. It's not even like he killed Rainwaker, who was already on 8 HP. He killed Denislaw from 100 to nothing. Are you sure you want to test him? Are you sure you want to test this man through a smoke? Because he will find you.
Just like Liam Neeson, and now will that be crucial? He is the one to press on forward now. He finds the kill, but his teammate on the side actually fell. Robin dies, and now Crucial takes a very advanced position here, and the bomb is on the other side though. Spellin, he has the bomb. In fact, SKADE, they may have the bomb site, but Crucial actually still fights for Bathroom so well. He is able to take down one. Mighty Max, he spots out the last player who was the question mark in this round. Spellin is able to take down Mighty Max. It's just Spellin that remains. Thomas, the star player for Endpoint here, slowly approaching from bank. He will find him right then and there, shooting his dead body. He does not want to show any more respect to him there. Just saying, what is it? What is it with you, Spellin? How have you not been able to find a round against us? You did so good on CT sides. You guys were poking out against us, but now look at who is winning this game. Thomas, the crucial frag here. That's his first one, I think, of OT, but it is a very important one, and it puts Endpoint up 2-0 in this overtime.
Very much a look at me now situation. Maui, I think Mika might have sent you a message to reconnect on pregame as well. He needs to fix some settings, but hopefully it shouldn't be too much of an issue. We are still not quite there for Endpoint. Remember, if we've seen one choke happen, what's stopping the other one? Probably all of Endpoint, but still. 5 versus 5. Counter-Strike has never looked more difficult for the terrorist side as it has right now. SKADE, they're lamenting the fact that they didn't even get to switch sides when they got into overtime. If that was the case, maybe they can be like, it's okay, guys, we're on CT side. Yeah. But Endpoint, if they get the 18 right now, I can't imagine that the mental fortitude will be there for SKADE to come through. Plus, honestly, if you're SKADE, you're still always thinking, even if you win a round, you're always going to be thinking, could I not have done this literally at any point in the past 10 rounds? Crucial, though, has done this many times. Denislaw, at the very least, does get a refrag. 4 versus 4, and Crucial is going to continue living up to his name as he gets himself more and more and more and more. They even have someone disconnecting on the terrorist side, but Raftu, you know what? He does take away Crucial's life at the end of the day. 3 versus 2. Still here. The CTs are going to be looking to converge upon to the ace site. 30 seconds on the clock. Denislaw is hoping someone goes for the jump peak. Mighty Max. He did it last time. Will he do it again? Denislaw
Not given anything. He peeks in. Mighty Max has been brought down. The Molotov will go through towards garbage, but he repositions, and that's a mistake. Dennis Law, it doesn't matter even if you pick up the bomb now, because you're in a 1v1 against the man himself, Surreal, who's right behind you. You're not going to be expecting this, but Surreal misses the shots. Is this going to be the round? Dennis Law has carried them on his back to get them here. Can he get them to 16? Can he break the curse? Can he find the first round in 11 after 11 straight losses? Endpoint. Things are looking bad in this round for them. The defuse is coming through. Surreal might be able to get the Steven then, but he picks out Surreal. Not letting them get anything. 12 rounds in a row. Surreal and Thomas have taken Endpoint through, kicking and screaming in towards their match point.
This was such an exceptional round from Crucial until you see these whiffs right here. Pay no attention to those. But after that, I can't imagine SKADE has anything left in the tank. This has been a brutal just slog of a game. And you know what? You know what's rough for both of these teams? Whoever loses this has another BO3 right now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I can't imagine being one of these players in the server on SKADE.
This is a
especially.
winner's match.
Yeah, I can't imagine it where you just now then have to wait after everything that happened here and just be like, all right, guys, somehow we're going to find a way, right? What kind of pep talk is going to come out there? Endpoint, they only need one round here. Dennis Law, he's going to find an aggressive peek towards Monster. He gets flashed off of the angle though and won't be able to strike fear into the hearts of the UK team. So it looks like water control is going to be attempted by Endpoint here. Thomas playing really close to the smoke. I am wondering what he is going for here, but SKADE, they've actually solidified their A defense at this point. This is actually a huge mistake. Raftu is at least playing the jump spot position so that he can toss a smoke down. Oh no, he didn't throw the smoke. What is he? Okay, he got caught sleeping at the wheel right there, and that is not acceptable. It's been a long game, but those kind of mistakes cannot happen. Rocking will try his best to try to make up for it, but Dennis Law here is now in a 3v1, and it just feels like Raftu had every reason to throw that smoke, just cracked under the pressure, didn't even throw it. I think he spotted them 2 or 3 times. That was a very weird. It's almost like he took his eyes off the screen or something. He wanted to just close them for a bit. It's been a tough game. Dennis Law, though, will he be able to keep his eyes open in it, or will Endpoint put him to sleep? He's peeking out, making sounds with the scope, and Crucial will take him out after a brutal game and an amazing comeback